It's Ashle, costing the least among the entities, other than Slacker because free. He has the least amount of HP at 600, he has the stamina of 80, and only does 5 base and 1 damage. Now, you might be thinking 5 damage is really low, and you would be right. But, do not fret, for Ashle has the kit to assist. Ashle's first passive is Hold Your Horses. This makes it so his M1 hit doesn't actually do damage, but just ragdolls the person hit. His other passive is Snooze You Lose. Makes it so after ragdolling a player holding the artifact, you can actually take it, and it drops when you're stunned or use your E ability. Speaking of which, Ashle's E ability is Suitcase, where Ashle throws his suitcase that homes in on the nearest survivor. When hit, it ragdolls the player, dropping anything they were holding. Take note that the suitcase goes through walls but cannot move up or down, so be sure to be on the same level as your target. Q is immobilized. Ashle aims his gun and anyone hit with it gets slowed for 15 seconds. The screen also becomes really wobbly. After 15 seconds, the player falls asleep. Using it once takes 1 ammo out of 4. When he gets 0 ammo, there's a 20-second cooldown to get 4 more. Finally, his F, would you look at the time, where Ashle checks his watch, removing 15 seconds from the timer, but gains a 15-second speed boost in return. It can only be used after every 3 successful immobilizer shots though. Now this causes Ashle to seem a little underwhelming, and brings up really one major question, being how do you effectively deal damage with Ashle? Well, this is answered by the fact that Ashle's kit very much incentivizes targeting. Yeah, I know it sounds bad, but targeting is a major problem in every other ASIM game, and making a character that revolves around it is actually pretty cool. Not to mention, it's a two-sided thing, since it's annoying for the Ashle to have to be targeting you to kill you, because the others could be getting the artifacts, and it's annoying for you, since you're, well, getting targeted. He's also big on gatekeeping, since you can actually pick up the artifact. It's not to say you can't be aggressive with Ashle, you very much can. But a lot of the time it ends with you dying. But, dear viewer, Ashle does have one aggressive advantage. This is because Ashle actually has a third passive, being Postal mode. No, not that one. This mode activates when you're about 200 HP and below. It also does an entire overhaul of Ashle's abilities. Mobilizer is now Pulverizer, and now deals 5 damage, giving the person hit 2 seconds of slowness and not wobbly effect. Suitcase is now Not the Face. It does the same thing but inflicts 5 seconds of slowness. Look at the Time is now It's Time for Organized Crime, which adds time for 15 seconds and speeds Ashle up for 15 seconds. Postal mode is Ashle's last line of defense, and is where most of your heavy hitting will come from. And with Ashle's moveset out of the way, it's time to cover his unique skins. Boy, does he have some. Starting with Krystal Dance causes you to start with 300 HP and instantly in Postal mode. Beginning in Postal mode also is the same as the Hitman skin. This skin also has a unique F ability that makes you spin around for a bit, and makes any survivor around you do the same. The skin itself is pretty tough, basic, but it has the aura to it. This skin actually doesn't do too much, but it just adds 150 HP, giving you 750 in total. Lastly is Fangirl actually got a respective update recently. She has a max speed of 90, which makes you pretty decently fast, but an HP of 575. And instead of a tranquilizer gun, she uses a spray can that slows you and poisons the contractee for 20 seconds. And with that, we're done. Thank you. Wait. Ashle does have a special last man standing, but the requirements are you have to leave the teapot for last, and you have to be in Postal mode. But I've only experienced this once as a survivor, and never again, and I don't even know what it does. So anyway, that's everything. I'm pretty much done with making videos on Biast for now, but I might come back if there's a big update. Who knows? If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.